my name is Jez Isom, and I'm going to speak with you today about a dialogue that I experienced at Clemson University. And first off, I will tell you the name of the dialogue. It was the intersection of religion and spirituality, and we touched bases on the difference between the two words, the difference between the two concepts, and there are differences, but the way people perceive these differences, that's different in of itself. The way I think of religion and spirituality may be different from the way someone else will think religion and spirituality. And now I will tell you what I think later on in this video. But first, I will give you a brief overview on how my day went, or the dialogue went, based off of a few beginning questions that I will base my video off of. First question: do I feel that my group achieved a true dialogue? Well, the first thing that we really did was define the dialogue. You know, there are three different group things, group gatherings that people usually come together for, and meetings, I should say, group meetings. And one is a dialogue, one is a discussion, and one is a debate. And we touched bases on the differences between the two, and dialogue is the most open of them, of all three of those. And our meeting was very, very open-minded, very unjudgmental, you know. So that's what we did at first, and then now I will discuss with you about the differences in each and every one of our voices, in, you know, people that expressed ourselves, you know, because there are different people in this dialogue. I believe that our group had no problem at all expressing themselves because of the environment of that dialogue. It was so unjudgmental, no expectations of criticism were there or were present, and so they really didn't have any problem expressing their views of the topic. And so, to me, that was very important, that whether you were a very active voice or not so active, more reserved, you still had the confidence that you needed. You didn't feel nervous expressing yourself because you knew people were going to listen to you. They were going to be open-minded about what you have to say, and take in what you have to say in their views, and their judgment, their criticism will be a little bit more personal to them, and they wouldn't express it to you, because that's not what a dialogue is about, and that's not what the audience is seeking for. They're seeking for the expressing of their views, and then the expression of other people's views. That's what a dialogue is. That's what people are seeking in a dialogue. And of course, there are people that still, you know, would rather listen more than talk, you know, and that's one of the reasons why there may have been some more reserved voices in our group. Me personally, I like to express myself. I like to say as much as I can, but at the same time, I want other people to say more, because I like to shape my opinions, my views, my viewpoints, and my outlook on life I like to shape it by listening to other people's views. I want to express my feelings because based off of what I get from other people's feelings, I like to listen to what they say, because they may know more about certain things that I don't, and so by talking to them I can learn more stuff, more things about what people may say, you know. For example, a more technical meaning of a word may be expressed by someone that I wouldn't know, and I get that from their mindset, and they could get the same something different from my mindset, you know. And then someone else that may have a more abstract meaning of the word that I wouldn't know, I'd get that from them, and so I could shape my whole viewpoint of that subject based off of the information I get from other people. And now I will give you my definition for religion, my definition for spirituality, and the difference between the two. First, religion. I would say religion is more of the ritual, traditional type word or viewpoint. When you think religion, you would think something that has order, something that has an establishment, you know, of something I don't know, of what I don't know, but when you define that what, when you answer the what, then you know what type of religion that is. And so that's how I would define religion, as ritual or traditional actions. You know, so like an example would be, I am a Christian. What type of Christian am I? I am a Seventh-day Adventist. So based off of my religion, I go to church on Saturdays. Okay? Now, for the meaning of spirituality, or spiritualness, that to me is saying, its meaning is less traditional. It's more on the lines of a moral type thing, you know, whether something may be good versus evil, you know, in your heart or in yourself personally. Would you download a bunch of, you know, movies or something like that and consider it stealing? And that right there is just a rhetorical question. But your spiritualness would answer that personally, because something that's more moral, more personal. Only to me, religion can't really answer that. Spiritualness, your spiritual character, would answer that better. And so that's, for example, I'm a Christian, you know, and there would be more spiritual things that Christians should do, as opposed to, you know, different denominations, that you get to more religion type stuff if you get into the different denominations. But since I'm a Christian, would I steal? You know, that's just a blatant, you know, a very concrete answer, you know. Or would I kill, you know, for no reason? Or would I murder, you know? What is my viewpoint on that, you know, personally? So, and again, these are just rhetorical questions, and I'm answering and I'm asking these based off of me, and that's pretty much what we did in our meeting. we had different questions, not as religious or spiritual, not pertaining to religion or a denomination or whatever, like I did, but questions that are just, random questions. And we had a middle, we had a spiritual, and we had a religion side, and we just walk to whichever spot we chose. And it was analogous, so we could be between. We could be a fourth of the way between a religion and spirituality. We didn't have to choose just those three. We could be anywhere in between that. So it wasn't set places. So. And I like that. We could express a feeling better that way. So that's mainly how we defined. That's mainly how we defined those words, and our viewpoints were expressed very well through that experience. So I like the experience that we went through in our dialogue.